Hello, collective. Welcome to the Power of Three and me. My name's Amber. If this is your first time here, and if you're returning, and I hope you are, welcome back. This is a new reading. It's based off a deck that I got. It's new. Got it for my birthday. Just waited a while to get it, but it's Pop Art Tarot. So we're going to be clarifying with this, but it's basically a wild card reading. Okay, so we don't know what we're going to get. So it doesn't matter who you are or what your sign is or what your status quo is, could be a message here for you. And you don't have to resonate with everything. Take what you can for your highest good and leave the rest. Okay, let's get started. It's a comforter, which is the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name. He shall teach you all things. All things. That is true. What's not true is he wasn't sent by the Father, okay? That's not true. But he teaches you all things. Yes, he does. But you got to question things that just do not add up. If the math doesn't add up, then you need to go back with an eraser, okay? Because it is what it is. Two plus two is four. End of story. So it's like the message is true, but there's falsities to the whole thing. And it's just, I maybe this is going to be about people waking up. I hope so. I think it is based on the decks we have here, but eh, this pop art tarot, it has multiple messages in it. So that will help reach out to more individuals and what's going on with you guys. So the overall energy is coming from this deck here. It's called the Angel Dreams Oracle cards. And I wanted to ask you, you can go ahead and leave it in the comments if you want, if you've been dreaming a lot lately, because I have been very strange, vivid dreams. So you might be also as well, and that might be the relevance to this reading for some of you. So let's see what comes out for a message for the overall. Passed over loved ones, comfort, forgiveness, and support. I think a lot of you are going through a process of awakening. Loved ones on the other side would know more of the truth at this point and things that they maybe didn't figure out and are trying to guide you now in a different way than when they did when they were here. Okay. This supporting energy is coming from the Fairy Lenormand Oracle cards, and I'm going to read you the message. This is the book. I'm going to read you the message that comes out so that you know that it's accurate. Okay, supporting energy for the collective in our wild card reading. February 2026. All right, we got card number 36. It's the cross. You can see that there's a fairy sitting there, looking pretty disappointed actually, waiting. Let's see what this says. Card number 36. Faith. The House of the Cross shows the resolution and acceptance of the reading, the context in the cards. If this it is the grace of solution and resolution. Traditionally, this image is of suffering. So the card in this house may signify where you are crossing yourself, what you are doing to make yourself a problem. If the moon was in the house of the cross, it would show that you were suffering because you worried about what other people think about. But you see, this to begin with is about learning the truth. He shall teach you all things. All things. But the things that he was here to teach, or the powers of this world do not want us to know. That's why passed over loved ones are here, because they've unfortunately learned a little too late. So heavy duty. Excuse me. Okay. So for the main spread, we're using the DC deck. Okay. This is what the back looks like. So it's if you're familiar with, all the superheroes and that kind of thing. For the collective, February 2026, our very first wild card reading with our new pop art tarot. I hope you guys like it. You should like it. It's pretty cool, I will say. Okay. The main spread, whoa, that's like, whoa. Okay. We got a lot here and I have to take it all. So, bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Swords. Look at that. Oops, sorry. Ace of Swords is the what? Say it with me, folks. The truth. That's what the overall energy's been talking about. Okay, we have the Six of Cups. That's the past. Makes sense. We have the Seven of Cups, which, if you read, it does say in the Bible that, when you do find the truth, it's disturbing. It's overwhelming. Hangman, generally what people do when they're overwhelmed and not sure what to do next. Let's put this up here because I'm running out of room because so many cards came out for you guys. Obviously, this wild card reading is more important than I even gave it credit for. Page of Wands. It's a message. Now that you got the message, maybe you're spreading the message. Two of Pentacles. Juggling. Because you're in the hangman mode still, too, because once you know the truth, it doesn't mean that the entire world wakes up around you. That's the problem. You're standing there going, okay, well, now what? I'm here. Why am I here? You realize that it's not just about eating and sleeping and doing your business. There's more to it. And it's not about doing this and being thankful for being treated like crap and suffering. Okay? It's not about this. And a lot of people are waking up to that. Now we're going to clarify with the Pop Arts Tarot. I have to move this microphone just a little bit. I'm just going to slide these down a little bit because I don't want to move it too far away or you can't hear me. Yeah. Okay, move that out of the way. All right, here we go. I should just talk louder too, but I try not to talk too loud because I don't want to get the crew back there going. So, we're going to clarify under the past. And this deck is cool in the sense that in the reverse, there's also a message. So, and there's multiple messages within, like in the upright and the reverse. So let's see what comes out under the past for the collective, please. February 2026, our wild card reading. All right. Passion came out. Impulsive and unpredictable relationships. Passion and energy in your work. A sudden increase in finances, using money for travel, broadening your horizons. See, this is this is what's coming in under the past. Okay, you're changing now. So you're starting to, at the very last message was what? Broadening your horizons. All the things that I was reading before that, impulsive and unpredictable. Um, so you've always kind of been that person that would question things that didn't make sense, no matter how much people try to say, don't do that. That's blasphemous and all this stuff. Well, right, but when you're saying, like that, whatever it is that ruffled your feathers, right, about everything that just doesn't, it's not right. It's just not right. So that's what I'm getting here more and more as I'm holding this card. The sudden increase in finances, using money for travel and broadening your horizons. Um, I'm just strongly picking up like the difference in you already of not wanting to focus on worldly things anymore because there's bigger, huger, way more important reasons why you're here that are just not of this world. So broadening your horizons in the sense of maybe paying attention more to what's going on nationally, in the entire world as opposed to just what's going on in your world. These are maybe some of the changes that you're experiencing where you're not the same as you were in the past. Seven of Cups. We have creative intelligence, a compassionate yet steady partner, earning respect and admiration through wisdom, achieving financial stability, being realistic yet hopeful about financial matters. And again, it doesn't all have to connect. You might just vibe with a bit of it. Okay. Um, again, just take what helps you. Okay. Under the hangman, please. There it is. We have action. That's weird, right? The hangman, you're not doing anything because you're trying to figure out what to do. You don't want to do the wrong thing. Excitement and surprises in love. Rapid progress at work. See, it could be, it depends, right? So just take what resonates with you, if anything. Potential travel for business, high motivation, fast movement of money with cash flowing in and out quickly. So obviously, money is a huge issue here. And maybe for a lot of you, it's just where you want to focus it now, as opposed to maybe you're just looking at it like now that I see things different, now that I'm more like I'm just totally different now. I don't want to spend my money the way I used to. I don't want to blow it on that, this, that, and the other thing because those things aren't important anymore. But it's taken the time to grow in the new information, in the truth. Again, it's disturbing, it's overwhelming, and it takes time to totally wake up to who you are. And obviously, when you have the power over your money, you want to do the right things with it. And if that means take some time to think about it, then that's a very good thing, actually. Page of Wands, the message or the messenger, empathy. Sorry, no, it's apathy. Boredom in your love life, discontent with your job, feeling unhappy with your career, sorry, disillusionment with money. See, envy of others' financial situations. Um, Now again, you see how many different directions that goes, so take it how it applies. But whether you've heard something that's irritated you, some of you, or you know, maybe it irritates you the things that people say, like that are important to them when you're awake and know things that they never even questioned and probably wouldn't believe you if you told them. It is just it's depressing. Okay, and you might be displaying that with this page of wands. You might not even, you might just be, it might be just the little things that you say that people are picking up on that are very different about you now. They just notice a huge change in you, which is a good thing. But like I said, like look at how they're sitting there. Like it's like this, like just kind of like I said, it's disturbing. So a lot of you are, if you're connecting with the whole thing, you're just going through that feeling right now. Because like I said, when you awaken to who you are and the truth around you, it doesn't mean that what's around you does. And it's very difficult to be, you feel all of a sudden very isolated and alone. It's good to know the truth, but then you realize that you're the only one. Other people just don't care. And other people are steadfast in that big matrix lie. So it's difficult to find your place. Two of Pentacles, you will though. Is that okay? Two of Pentacles juggling back and forth. It's the Fool. What's the Fool? It's a new start, a new beginning, taking chances, right? Figuring out where you actually belong now because you probably don't belong at that job anymore. You don't belong with that love interest anymore because you're different now. A new exciting relationship, a casual romance starting, a new job, launching a business, a refreshing change at work, impulsive purchases, new financial possibilities. Again, you see what I mean about how there's multiple messages there, so you don't have to resonate with all of it. But you see why there's juggling back and forth there, right? When to get started. You know, how much to save, how much to spend, how much to, do you make that, sometimes we need things in life and it costs more than we want to spend, but you have to have it. It's important for whatever reason. It might be a big fix on your vehicle. It might be a big repair at the house. It might be, uh, you know, uh, the grandkids' birthdays, for heaven's sakes. These things come up and you have to fork out cash that you don't want to. So you got to learn to, right? So we are going to get a bottom card off the deck, and we got the Magician. Now, creating opportunities for romance, taking an active role in love, seizing career opportunities driven by determination and ambition, chasing financial opportunities. There's really a lot about finances here. Rightfully so, makes sense. So we're going to get the advice from the Gilded Riviera Lenormand. So we have two Lenormands in this deck, the fairy one and this one. And I will also be reading you the message from the book. Okay. So that it's not just channeled energy, it's whatever the book says. Not that anybody's complained or anything, but at the same time I've called things out really good and nobody hits the like button, not very many, so I don't really know what that means. Let's get one on this passed over loved ones with faith for the collective. In our wild card reading, February 2026, chart number 28. It's a gentleman with a rose for the overall energy. Let's see. It's the man. I could be you, the reader, or the male subject of your reading, or the male partner of the significator. So, meaning you are watching, this could be the male that you're watching about, or your significant other that you're interested in coming out, okay? Significator for the male sitter or the significator other of a female sitter on the same gender relationship. An elegant looking man sits upon a chair holding a red rose. He appears to be awaiting his companion. In the background, a window lights the scene, which is otherwise unadorned. It speaks of waiting, of patience, of a quiet endurance. There is a sensitivity to the scene that communicates the nature of romance. He looks to the left of the card. So again, if you are resonating with the awakening part, which just seems to be the bulking heart of this reading, like I say, you might realize that you can no longer stay with who you've been with because their views are just too worldly, perhaps, and you are looking to expand your horizons and find someone that's going to help you move along in your new knowledge, your new truth. Let's keep going. Get one on the past with passion. Ancestors are here again. The Lilies, card number 30. Calm, peace, and serenity is what I preach. Your parents and elders show up under my symbol. I bring wisdom and experience. I signify a long term relationship or ancestry. Contentment and satisfaction is my angle. Nice. Creative intelligence under Seven of Cups. The bridge, card number 38. Card number 38. Near or far, wide or narrow, steep or straight are some of my traits, but in whatever form, I am your connection to places, people, or points in time. It's coming in under the past, so that's a point in time, right? I lost my place here. I can span the spaces that separate you. I can shorten the distances that can bring you together. Creative intelligence. You might be gaining, some of you might be having people from your past come back and look at you completely different with respect that you never got from them before. Action under the hangman, please. Oh, the labyrinth, card number 43. There are no shortcuts. And you might be figuring that out in the hangman mode. And where money's concerned, especially, there are no shortcuts to working hard and earning and, you know, it's those risks that people take trying to get more money, maybe spending what they shouldn't, like gambling and stuff like that, and many other ways. Maybe investing money that they really can't afford and making things so unbearably tight and uncomfortable at home, hoping that, well, a year from now we'll have this, maybe. So let's see, we'll read it. Card number 43. You guys are all here at the end of the book. Now the pages are going to stick to the real. When you think you've done everything you can, you hit a wall and have to start again. I am the labyrinth that keeps you going through trial and error to the end. There are no shortcuts to success, my friend. That's right from the book. All right. Apathy under the Page of Wands. Oh, card number 9. Bouquet of flowers. Flowers. Beauty and a happy face is what I bring. I am the gift that warms your heart. I am your recovery and your well being. No matter what card is before me, I will always change it to positivity. Posit, I will always change it positively. Blah. So that's the labyrinth, which is to the right of this, and then the Fool and the Two of Pentacles is to the left. So let's see what comes out for that. On the Fool, please. Oh, nice, nice. You got the Sun card. Card number 31. See, that's it. Changes it positively. See? Ah, card number 31. I am success. Hear me roar. I control your ego and charisma. I boost your confidence and courage. I bring victory and glory, but be careful not to get too cocky, or you will be burned by arrogance like Icarus. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is pretty awesome energy. And I hope you guys like this new deck. See more of it. We're going to close this energy out with the Archangel Gabriel Oracle deck. So let's see what message comes out for you that you can take away. Hopefully you got something positive out of this. For the collective, please, February 2026, please close this energy out safely and give them the message they need to take away. Ooh, you got retreat. To block out distractions, spend quiet time alone so that you can focus on your priorities because they've changed drastically. Very nice. I hope you guys can see that. Gorgeous card. Gorgeous reading, actually. I love this deck. I hope you guys too. Comment sections there. Feel free. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Everything is free. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I will see you again. What's the date today? I don't know if I'll see you again until March. I'm not sure. But till I do, take care. Bye for now.